Okay, Ruby versus Maka. I'm really excited to see what they've offered, and I'm just gonna watch this. This should be a very fun episode. I've seen a preview. Preview looks really amazing.
Maka Albar.
The battle of spunky teens with oversized gardening tools. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay. That's a lot of
I remember when Mama Boomstick read me bedtime fairy tales. Stories of heroes and warnings about eating those little berries and quicksand. So much quicksand.
Yet in the world of Remnant, fairy tales are real. Here, huntresses do battle with monstrous Grimm, and there was nothing more exciting than that to Ruby Rose.
Daughter to the world-renowned huntress, Summer,
who
disappeared.
Official feature
really wanted nothing more than to be a huntress.
Her dedication paid off. Admitted into Beacon Academy 2 years ahead, a premier school for huntsmen and huntresses, Ruby clearly showed prodigious talent.
Not just that, she's got the weapon geek gene just like yours truly. Ruby doesn't leave home without her trusty Crescent Rose. It may look like a high-tech scythe, and it is, but it's also a gun. Ruby made Crescent Rose herself. It's like a dance between Grim Reaper's Choice and a bolt-action sniper rifle.
A dance is fitting, as huntsmen are locked in a never-ending waltz in their battle with the Grim.
Crescent Rose can switch between sniper and scythe at the press of a button. Ruby's an old hand at flinging and moving it exactly how she wants, despite it being, like, bigger than she is.
I barely know these characters.
The girl can't even throw a punch.
Well, she might not need to, given the strength of her aura. All living beings in Remnant have an aura, except for creatures like Grimm. Not all of them can utilize it in combat without extensive training. See, aura forms a barrier that blocks fatal blows and even heals wounds.
It can make weapons stronger too. When Ruby slaps a cartridge of dust into Crescent Rose, her aura lights up nature's wrath in man's hand.
Dramatic, but accurate. This dust represents the base elements of the world. Fire, electricity, ice, wind, anti-gravity. Does that last one count?
Rule of cool, Wiz.
She's
got the eyes of a hawk, and when she shoots you with dust, a bullet wound's the last thing you'll be worried about. With enough of a boost, ice dust can freeze over whole picks.
There is
she can power her picks to crater military-grade steel.
A person's aura may be limited, but Ruby can keep track of hers with this handy health bar on her not smartphone.
Ruby blasted through Huntress classes with flying colors. Almost right away, she was appointed the leader of her own group, with Weiss Schnee, Flake Belladonna, and Big Sis Yang Xiaolong. Oh, I get it. Team Ruby.
But Ruby's hope for many years of learning with her friends would be dashed as evil machinations spread like wildfire. And with a flash of silver light, Beacon had fallen.
Ruby's friends? Dead. Her school? Totally wrecked. Her sister?
Disarmed.
All because of a lover's spat that went way too far.
Salem saw the world divided. and it was time to say goodbye to any happily ever after.
But Ruby wouldn't give up like that, so she set off to change the world.
Even as Crescent Rose began to feel heavier and heavier. Could she really save the world like her fairy tale heroes? All she did is what she's always done and never stopped moving forward.
Because Crescent Rose wasn't the only thing she needed. She had to improve her semblance too.
Right. While aura is essentially the manifestation of one's soul, the semblance is an expression of their personality.
Basically, it's a superpower farmed by aura. And Ruby's got super speed. Or a teleport. Or what is she doing exactly?
Close. This is Petal Burst, a mixture of speed, teleportation, and intangibility. Ruby can rocket from one point to another in milliseconds.
By literally bursting into petals.
Sort of. According to Best Robo Girl Penny, Ruby's semblance is extremely complex and variable. It involves breaking her body down to its molecular components before zooming off in complex paths, negating the laws of mass entirely.
AKA Super Speed Plus. And Nora is Best Girl. Ruby's Petal Burst is so quick she can make flying missiles look completely still. Good luck tagging her with a bullet. Or a breadstick.
She is certainly quick enough to give Emerald and Mercury a hard time, and they've dodged actual lightning.
She's faster than Blake, who could keep up with the most cringe faunus of all, Adam Taurus.
Well, he did draw his sword fast enough to parry an actual particle beam. In real life, such a beam is created by accelerating charged particles to just under light speed.
So, that's impressive.
With such a powerful ability, Ruby could safely shine her smile for years, even as she carried the fate of Remnant across the world. To her friends, she was a beacon of hope.
Well, yeah, because she's got one more superpower. Her silver eyes. Just
there
like
we
her
go.
mom, Ruby inherited them from the god of light as a weapon against negative anti-life energy, like the evil goop Grimspawn from just a wink and blam.
I don't know how
Sayonara,
much this
Dragon of Darkness.
But Ruby's skills didn't falter after her time at Beacon. As she journeyed across Remnant, she leveled up to compete with all sorts of powerful magic and mechanized foes. Her team could even match the Ace Ops, an elite squad of longtime professional huntsmen.
Including Harriet, whose super speed semblance was totally outclassed by Petal Burst. And Vine, whose aura was strong enough to contain a bomb that was about to decimate the whole city of Mantle. Man, these are some pretty powerful auras.
Though it's important to remember, Ruby is only 17 years old. The weight of being a leader, a savior, and a huntress like her mother would get heavier and heavier and heavier.
She got over it. Look at her go!
Taking Crescent Rose firmly in hand and sending a message of unity to the rest of the world. Ruby had finally left the fairy tale behind, taking one more step toward the day we've waited for.
Nice, okay.
Today's battle is sponsored by Prize Picks.
We all make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, making the right choice can get you paid.
Here we go,
A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body.
But all the unjust, evil souls of this world are on the Disney Fast Pass to becoming a Kishin.
Destructive gods mutated from good-natured souls. A Kishin could plunge the world into chaos and madness. If only someone could stop them.
Bing bong, it's the DWMA. Welcome to Death Weapon Meister Academy, where death rules. Literally, his name is Death.
Here, Lord Death tasks humans to become spiritually talented meisters of demon weapons.
AKA people who are also a weapon. No, really, they transform into weapons. Guns, ninja stars, hammers, you name it. A Meister weapon pair kills and consumes lost souls to keep the Kishin away. Jack the Ripper? More like Jack the Fraud.
And so, the demon weapon, Soul, was paired with the dutiful rising star, Maka.
Talk about your classic teacher's pet.
Oh, that's cool. You can just put some little moons in the background.
Teacher, you forgot to give
us homework.
As if Soul's any better.
Unfaithful man.
Is too concerned with being cool to do any real work.
Hey, Soul's not just any demon weapon. He's a Scythe. And he's got his sights on upgrading to the highest level of Death Scythe.
Which would be a high honor. And lucky for Soul, Maka always aims high.
With that common goal, Maka and Soul formed the dream team. All they needed was 99 Kishin eggs and the soul of a witch. Easy, right?
Maybe, since Maka is extraordinarily perceptive at spotting and examining souls. She can detect spiritual presences from millions of yards away and can discern its nature, stability, and emotions.
Time for class then. The two
this soul.
their styles kind of weird. Okay, so Maka guides souls Soul in the direction she
Soul
wants to
location,
go.
Soul high, Soul
Does all the actual
Black blood.
movements himself.
Black blood
Maka's
this,
the Meister,
okay.
Soul's the weapon.
And Madness.
Conductor and instrumentalist. A Meister weapon pair cannot work in harmony without total cooperation.
Too bad their teamwork
I wonder
sucked.
if that's going to
They
affect
fumbled
their,
the easiest chance
like,
for Death Sight
them,
status.
which should
F-.
Maka
give
just
Ruby
could not
skill
get in tune with
because,
Soul's wavelength. She was
but
skilled,
then
sure,
again,
more
it could
skilled
be
than
exact
most.
opposite. Like,
Keyword
they have like
most.
perfect
There were
balance.
plenty of rivals showing her up, like Blackstar and Tsubaki.
Really puts a damper on the straight A's when this show-off is doing better than you.
It was up to Maka and Soul to improve their teamwork through Soul Resonance.
What I said about wavelength
Okay.
wasn't metaphorical. Rather, wavelengths are the means with which Meister and weapon draw strength through each other. Think of two wavelengths as different emotional amplitudes that must merge at one alignment.
If the Meister's the guitar and the weapon's the amp, then they create a feedback loop to increase its frequency. That's Soul Resonance.
Soul Resonance creates a telepathic link and surges their strength and speed.
And preps them for cool sight moves like the Witch Hunt Slash, a big energy strike that puts the L in evil.
As the name implies, it works especially well against
What-
witches
what's
and
Maka
other
drop?
evil
This is the
creatures.
first
It's not
thing I
exclusive
saw.
or anything.
It's actually really deadly against evil
letter
because of
U,
Maka's
letter
rare
I?
anti-demon wavelengths. Basically, being a
Anti-demon
goody little
wavelength.
two-shoes gets her the power of purity or whatever.
Maka and Soul were becoming a synchronized unit, though one would sometimes need to rein in the other's idiotic habits.
And the other guys gotta stop their annoying overthinking, Wiz.
But everything changed after a unique encounter with Krona.
Hey,
Nearly
who's here?
killed Soul.
Now Soul had an ogre pal in his head, waiting for him to swing on over and play the piano. Yep,
Oh.
Soul got infected with black blood.
Black blood was specially brewed as a weaponizable blood. It hardens and strengthens its user's body, inside and out, increasing their physical ability. They can even block blades with their bare skin.
Too bad it comes with a little side effect of madness with a
You
capital
going
M.
crazy?
A force of fear and sadness all living things possess, which threatens to ruin the world.
So it was kind of a big deal that Maka was bummed by how she got Soul in a jam. But thanks to Soul, she got over it and even welcomed in their new little ogre buddy.
Now when Soul plays
Oh.
his grand piano, their soul resonance sings even louder through the black blood.
Giving Maka all the perks of black blood
Oh.
too, even the crazy parts. Bet you didn't expect that, Crota.
But evil saw
You
their
just made her
plans
stronger,
through.
yeah.
The Kishin Asura had arrived. Madness was spreading everywhere.
So Maka and Soul had to lock in and upgrade their witch hunt to the even stronger demon hunt slash. They went on
Okay.
even more missions to reap souls with classmates like Blackstar, and that guy outran his own shadow.
Perhaps the most obvious evidence
Oh.
ever of faster than
Okay,
light
there's
speeds.
no way.
And Maka could
There's no
finally
way
keep up with him.
Maka's
Pair that with
slowing
her
now.
fight with the demon tool Gopher, who could obliterate whole mountains, and you've got one hell of an ass kicker.
And yet,
Mountains?
Maka's relationship with Soul still faltered. Soul was the real star here. Even other Meisters were trying to take him as a weapon, away from Maka.
I mean, he literally moves himself, so Maka couldn't help but wonder if she was holding him back all along.
But Soul said the truth. In all of their missions, their teamwork was the key to their victory. An orchestral
Yes.
performance is only as good as the one conducting. And so, their wavelengths played in harmony, and Maka donned a dress of black
Yep.
blood.
It's an armor literally made of blood.
Black blood.
And it lets Maka fly around and shoot out her soul as an epic sound wave. So freaking metal.
At the same time,
It
Soul
is.
discovered he could hack souls and directly transmit Maka's anti-demon wavelengths, basically shutting their enemy completely down through Soul Adagio.
And they finally
Oh.
achieved Death Scythe. The dream's here, baby.
So when Krona's own black blood reached its final stage, Maka and Soul flew to the moon. A moon small and unassuming, but so dense it has the same
Okay.
mass as the planet itself. The very world's sanity was at stake.
Krona might have gone insane, but Maka still reached out to their new friend's soul until the Kishin
Yep.
showed up to ruin everything. Come on, Asura, they're having a moment here.
What would be Maka's final exam? Maka, Soul, and all of their friends
Okay.
faced off against the Kishin.
And she passed. A+. Maka pulled
Nice.
her weight and perfected her teamwork with Soul. Their wavelengths were pitch perfect.
Asura did everything
Okay.
he could to separate them, crater them into the moon, punch holes in Maka's chest,
Oh,
tamper
wow.
their souls
You
with
can't
madness.
just flip that
And
to the
each
side.
time they successfully realigned their wavelengths.
Until they kicked his ass with one final upgrade. The Kishin Hunt Slash. Maka Chop! Now that's what I call absolute cinema.
Because a sound soul dwells within a sound mind, and so should you feel overwhelmed by evil's roars, just write 42 42 564 whenever you want to knock on death's door.
Oh.
Congratulations to us.
Hey.
Your ego is showing.
It always is. And why not? This death battle is episode
200. Yep.
Well, yeah, it's a big deal. So we've got a big discount on our website to celebrate.
That's www.deathbattle.gg.
Make sure,
Website members
it's
already
just
get
so.
awesome deals like exclusive
Make sure you guys
Death
check
Battle
this
merch,
out.
the whole episode archive,
You want to
including
support that
episodes not
now.
on YouTube, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes goodies. And if you sign up today, you can use our code DB200 to get 20% off.
You can only grab this discount in the next 2 weeks, so use code DB200 to get 20% off your website membership as soon as you can.
Where else are you gonna find such absolute
No, I
cinema?
just you gotta stop saying that
Really, we made
bullshit.
an absolute cinema desk mat that's on the store. Cool as fuck.
Okay.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a scythe battle!
Psych, well. Okay. Based on what they gave, Ruby is scaled to someone who could destroy the cities. Maka was scaled to someone who could destroy mountains. And she's faster than light. I'm pretty sure they said with Ruby, she's faster than Blake, or at least somewhat equal to her. But she's only as fast as lightning. And the fact that Maka and Soul now has perfect dynamic or something. It all just seems to favor Maka. The Silver Eyes could affect Maka, even though Black Blood isn't really gonna be affected by it that much. Unless I'm interpreting it wrong. They didn't really mention that much about the Black Blood, what it is. They might have did. I might have completely forgot about it. You know what? That's probably it. Okay. Ruby could win. Ruby could still surprise me, but I'm gonna go with Maka. Okay, let's watch this.
Okay, it's official. This is so not cool.
Oh, come on, Soul. Our target should be here, so try helping out. Hi! Who are you looking for?
Awkward.
Little Red Riding Hood, your humanity has strayed from its just path, and the Shinigami has called. Oh my gosh, your boyfriend turns into a scythe! Oh, that's so cool! Your soul is ours!
That's a fun start.
I like my soul, thanks.
Yeah, they brought the official Ruby voice actor back.
But too slow for my Meister.
You haven't seen anything yet. Focus. She's good, but we can handle.
This looks beautiful. Luis, you did an incredible job with this one. Oh? Yeah, she's using the Pale Burst a lot. Oh, no. The music though, hold on. Oh, she's just boxing it.
Stop hitting me! Get back here!
They're on the rooftops now. Oh. I love the mix of 2D and 3D. Yo. Oh. Oh, that's headshot. Oh, already? Damn, wait.
Interesting. Her soul forms a barrier. Try helping out.
Relax.
Oh, that's cool. This is a different language. Yeah, this is a little older right there.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'll never stop fighting. I'm Ruby Rose, and I am a huntress.
So, Dagio.
Uh-oh. Oh, Silver Eyes.
The wavelengths. Damn it, she's. Stay strong, Maka. You got this.
Okay. Maka chop. Oh.
A simple, honest soul. Ruby Rose, huh?
There's a little wound right there.
KO!
Okay,
Rest
at
in
least they
peace,
give a
Ruby.
respectful
But,
bit.
hey, it's not often you get to see scythe-on-scythe action like that.
Let's break this down with the 4 categories that best
Okay, the
represent
usual
magic.
ones.
First, strength.
Or a supercharged Ruby's strength
gotta
way
be
higher
Maka.
than you think, like kicking this Grim through steel. But
Oh.
Maka's soul resonance could match Gopher, who destroyed mountains.
Yeah,
Now, Team
that's
Ruby did
what I
defeat
brought.
Vine, whose aura contained a bomb that could have wiped out a city.
Adding up their flight speed and how far Harriet said they'd have to fly to avoid the blast, that's a 366 kiloton bomb.
Okay.
It's possible Ruby's own aura possesses a similar level of, say, energy strength, though her semblance obviously can't replicate what Vine did.
Black Blood Maka got blasted by Asura into the moon.
Yeah.
It's small, but its mass is the same as Earth's, right?
Putting
what I
Asura's
thought as
strengths
well.
at 2 quadrillion tons of TNT,
Oh,
over
that's-
5 billion times higher than
Oh
Vine.
my goodness.
Maka takes strength, but speed wasn't as clear cut. Ruby's a fast little gal. Maka kept up with Blackstar, faster than Shadows and whatnot. But as they improved their skills, Ruby and her
they
friends
gonna
could
make it even?
outspeed Atom.
Who blocked a particle beam. Though given the distance and time to react, Atom moved about 42% the speed of light. Not
Oh.
quite faster than your own shadow territory. Still,
Yeah.
Ruby's petal burst has become far faster than this over time, and clearly
Oh.
gives more than a 2-time speed increase on top of that 42%, making her well past light speed.
Definitely enough to take on Harriet, who was all about
Okay.
speed. Angry speed.
This isn't to say Maka couldn't keep up thanks to Soul Resonance, but Petal Burst makes this comparison close enough to call it a
Okay,
tie.
it is a tie.
And their speed would be key to winning in skill.
Come on, Wiz. Call it what it really is. It's scythery.
That's not a word.
Maka's scythery was pretty good. but
Okay.
Soul does all the movement for her. As a Meister, she was mostly a guide.
It's easy to assume that Ruby's scythery was superior. She's entirely self-sufficient at dancing with her weapon.
Soul's own control is still a factor here, but it doesn't change that Ruby's been swinging that thing for way longer than Maka. Ruby's got scythery
Oh,
in
okay.
the bag.
Perhaps this edge would be enough for Ruby to
Fair
avoid
enough.
Maka's far greater strength.
So it is what I
if
thought.
she had the better powers.
Yes.
So, Aura's really cool. Barriers, healing, superpowers, and so on. But
But-
it's got one big weakness.
It is a finite resource that is required for all of Ruby's powers.
Petal Burst activating dust, even powering up Crescent Rose takes juice and some aura. Once it's gone, Ruby's totally vulnerable.
And there's a second key factor regarding aura. It is specifically a manifestation of Ruby's soul.
And Maka's powers are all about taking on souls. Maka had lots of ways to break through Ruby's aura, like Soul Adagio.
And since Maka is exceptionally gifted at examining souls, she could definitely figure out how aura works.
But plot twist,
Okay.
what about Ruby's
Silver
silver
eyes,
eyes?
there you go.
Her anti-grim eye beams. Turns out they were actually her best secret weapon.
The negative power of Grim is quite similar to Madness wavelengths, which power Black Blood. Since anti-demon wavelengths can cancel out Black Blood, the Silver Eyes should achieve a similar effect.
But Maka and Soul's whole story is about reaching that perfect soul resonance. Asura tried every way in the book and more to separate their wavelengths and failed. And we already talked about how much stronger
Okay.
he is than Ruby. Maka takes powers.
Okay,
and when
okay.
she
So
rose
it
to the
does
occasion,
affect them,
Ruby didn't stand
but
a
it's
semblance
not
of a
enough to
chance
take
and
her
bit
to
the
take both of them
dust.
The
down.
winners are Maka Albarn and Soul Evans.
Wait,
Nice.
his name is Soul Evans? Next time
Wait, what?
on Death Battle.
Next time. Blade vs. Buffy? It's Maka.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Wait, hold. Aww. That's so nice. Okay. Blade vs. Buffy. The Ismahawk episode is actually... Okay, I've seen a lot of people suggest that it was going to be it. Okay, so they are doing a Halloween episode. It makes sense why they're doing a Halloween episode. But, yeah. Okay. So, can't wait for that one. They've announced the Ismahawk thing for a while now. And it's finally seeing the light of day. That's actually pretty hard to see what they have in store that. Okay, talking about the episode. I think this episode did pretty much everything it needed to do. Gave respect to both characters, have great analyses, great conclusion, very good research, and overall amazing fight. Like, I mean, I know even though it was obvious that Maka was gonna win, but I do like the amount of stuff they put in this. Like, didn't really think Silver Eyes would affect like play a big factor, even though it didn't really that much in the fight. I guess my one criticism for the fight is that it went a little too fast. Like, specifically the final fight, like with Silver Eyes and I'm pretty sure that was the Maka chop. But yeah, nonetheless, still not really good. And Luis, my man, you did so well with this one. I would love to see more of his 3D. Because he definitely knows how to do it. Like, if you look at the works he's done, he's clearly has experience on 3D. But, like, I'd love to mix up a little 2D there. Because there were definitely some 2D moments, like with Soul playing the piano, or some shots with Maka. I don't know if Ruby had one. I don't think she did. I'm pretty sure she's mostly 3D. Like, the background looked beautiful. Like, the city they were in. Like, I love the fight dynamic. Like, how they really went creative. Were very creative on like how they used their abilities. The editing, as usual, is always top tier. So the references they added in that I don't understand that probably Ruby or Soul Eater fans would notice. But yeah, overall this really great, a really solid episode. Not the high, like the best episode they've done this year, because they're clearly they're definitely done really well. But could be just my opinion. Maybe someone thinks that this episode deserves the #1 spot, and judge on like from what we've seen. I understand you, but that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.